everyone, welcome to another video for simonstamp.com. Today I'm going to be showing you a card made using supplies from the January 2014 card kit from Simon Says Stamp. So I'm starting out with the white cardstock that comes in the kit. This is Basil Marshmallow, and I've cut the sheet of cardstock in half, and now I'm going to score it at 5.5. This is going to be a side folding landscape card, but I'm going to do some stamping on it, so I don't want to fold it up quite yet. This is the stamp set that comes in the kit, and I'm going to use this little monster right here. I think he's so cute. I'm also going to be using the balloon and one of the strings, and then this long border stamp right here. I'm going to take just a little bit of Post-it masking tape, and I'm going to mark off where the card folds, just so I can keep that in mind. I'm using some Simon Says Stamp Schoolhouse Red ink. I'm just inking up this stripe border, and I'm going to stamp this right along the bottom. All right, now I'm going to get the monster positioned where I want him. He's going to be kind of over here, and I'm going to have this heart balloon right there. I'm just trying to envision how the card is going to come together. So I'm going to leave it at that. So I need to remember that the heart balloon goes right there. I'm going to stamp the heart in Hero Arts bubblegum. I'm going to move these guys, and the heart goes right there. It's a solid stamp, so I'm making sure I press it really hard. Lovely. First, I'm going to stamp the string in VersaFine Black Onyx ink. And then there's the little itty bitty tie for the top of the balloon. I'm just going to put that right there. I'm going to switch black inks, and I'm going to stamp the monster. And he's going to be on some Simon Says Stamp watercolor paper. Because I'm going to be using some water on him, I'm going to use a black permanent ink. So I'm going to use a little bit of StazOn Jet Black. There we go. All right, I'm just testing out some different Distress marker colors. I think he's going to be purple. So I'm just going to see what that Dusty Concord looks like. It's a little more blue, Sealess Preserves. Yeah, this is the color I want. So I'm going to add a little bit of color right around him, like where he would be darkest. I'm going to be cutting him out, so I'm not too concerned about going over the edges. Then I'll take a water brush and get that color moving. All right, I'm going to dry him before I move on. All right, he's a nice purpley color. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more color right at his feet. And up by his eyes. And around his nose. All right, and now I'm going to take Fired Brick, and I don't think I'm even going to use any water on this. I just want to color in his tongue. Then I'll take some Worn Lipstick, and I'm going to give him a little bit of a blush over on the side. And this time I will use a little bit of water, just to get those colors blending a little bit. Okay, I think he looks sufficiently monstery, so I'm going to go ahead and cut him out. Oh, I love him. He's so funny. Okay, so I'm going to put him on some foam squares and have him right next to the balloon. I almost forgot, but before I adhere this, I'm going to take a brush tip marker and I'm going to go around the outside edge and just kind of paint that white core of the watercolor paper. All right, and I'll just bring him in, put him right by the balloon. So he's standing up away from the surface. Okay, so now I've got this little tiny itty bitty block, and I'm going to take the stamp set and the stamp that says Hello You. Once again, I'm using VersaFine ink. Let's put that right in the center of that balloon. The kit comes with some pattern paper, so I thought I would take this like little kind of directional pink piece, and I'm going to cut that out and put that right at the bottom. And I'll just do that by running a dab of glue. All right, there. I'll just put this right underneath. I like using liquid glue for this sometimes because it gives a little bit of time that you can wiggle your pattern paper into place. Okay, I'm going to change this up. I decided I don't want to have all that white space over there, so I'm going to cut this off right there. I'm rounding the corners. I'm going to use the 1/4 inch rounder. And I'm also going to take a little bit of pumice stone, and I'm just going to put it just right underneath that little monster. And even though it's not watercolor paper, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of water to it just to fade out those edges. Let's give it a little bit of shading. And now I have some red cardstock. This is from the kit as well. I'm going to score that at 5.5. And now we're going to have a top folding card. Cut some pattern paper that I'm going to put directly onto the card front. And I'll put him on some foam squares. All right, and I'll put that right there in the center. And last but not least, I'm going to take a 0.3 Copic multiliner, and I'm just going to add some thin dashed lines right along that edge, just because that there's a white on the pattern paper, the white with the pink dots. I want to make sure that the edge of this piece that I've created is accentuated. All right. And that is the card for today. Hope you guys enjoyed. You can pick up the card kit starting today over at simonsaysstamp.com. There's a link down in the video description if you're watching this at YouTube, or if you're over at our blog at simonsayssstampblog.com. There are links in this blog post for you to go ahead and order this card kit. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching.